So this week's sutra is Sutra 144, but we've got to do a few of them because they won't make sense, not too much sense anyways by themselves. So back in 143, when the memory is well purified, the knowledge of the object of concentration shines alone, devoid of distinction of name, quality. This is nirvitarka samadhi, or samadhi without deliberation. Okay, so 144. Ateya eva savichara nirvichara cha sukshma vishaya vyakyata. In the same way, savichara, or reflective, and nirvichara, super or non-reflective samadhis, which are practiced upon subtle objects, are explained. So 45, sukshma vishayavam cha alinga parya vasanam. The subtlety of the object of possible concentration ends only at the undefinable. Okay, so in the same way, reflective and super non-reflective samadhis are to be practiced upon subtle objects, right? So we're beyond tangible, what's right in front of me, I can grab hold of it, I can see it. We might start there, but then it goes in far enough to feel and honor the energy of that particular thing, or the quality of the energy of that particular thing that's being chosen. The subtleties of possible objects of concentration are anything you choose them to be. In other words, the finer objects, tanmatras, chitam, and ego, ultimately end in the primal force called prakriti. Prakriti is everything around us. Prakriti is our environment. We are the parusha, and how we plant ourselves in our prakriti is, determined by karmas and how we're filtering things, how we're walking in the world, how we're expressing, how we're not expressing, etc. 46, ta eva sabija samadhi. All these samadhis are sabija, with seed, which could bring one back into bondage and mental disturbance. So we're on our way. We've chosen a single object. We've come into that vastness where now it really is energetic. It's not about the object that we've chosen. From there, even at that point though, it's with seed, which means that we still come back to the patterning. We still, not even on purpose, not deliberately, we still end up often getting pulled back into our programming. In all these samadhis, the goal has not yet been reached. Even after acquiring all these states, you can come back as an ordinary person because the impressions are still there. All your desires are still in the seed form, not completely fried, because you have not completely purified the mind. So I think what's important to take with these deeper ideas of samadhi is, like anything else, like all the yamas, all the niyamas, all the chakras, all of it, all of the work in our practice, we need to take it piece by piece, and we need to take it in the way that makes the most sense for us. In this idea of, yes, I'm going to sit today and I'm going to focus on something, anything, an object, something that allows me to open into dhyana, into this space of meditation, and maybe even rise into this space of samadhi. But now even in samadhi, we have layers. Even in samadhi, we have samadhi sabija, with seed, and then nirbija, without seed. And with seed, those impressions, those subtleties, they still live there. We haven't completely dug everything out and gotten to the seed of all of our karmas, the seeds of all our programming, the seeds of all our instinctive perceptions, right? So again, it's the patterning, it's the spinning. And that, some of those patterns can come with us from lifetime to lifetime. This is the karmas. So, we take it bits and pieces at a time. And what I always say is just sit, just start somewhere. Because the truth is, the sits really do matter. And they do. It changes everything. So I'm going to do a little plug here for Can Survive. I am having my first cancer benefit in Lansing, Michigan. I have lived with metastatic resistant thyroid cancer for 12 years. I've had 5 neck dissections, ear to ear, clavicle to clavicle, and under my chin. I don't think I would be alive without my yoga. Not only the aspects of asana, but also the sits. I found my practice in my meditations every time. And every time it comes back, that's how I know that it's back in there. I have recently been re-diagnosed, which really is my normal. I lived with it 11 years, I was off 1 year. So if you are local to Michigan, and even if you're not, it's called Can't Survive, and it is May 13th, Friday. And Old Town Comedy Showcase is presenting the program. So I will speak and share my 12-year story, and then we'll have a night of stand-up to comedians from Detroit, Aaron Putnam, who is a touring comedian, and Julian McCullough, who is also a touring comedian based in LA, will come. The night should be quite amazing. The ticket is $50. It gives you wine and food, snacks, and the show. So this, sponsored by Hilltop Yoga, the studio I own, as well as the American Cancer Society, Relay for Life, soft sponsors of the program, and portions of the proceeds will go to research for my very specific cancer. So I'm super excited. If you can come, you can get tickets at hilltopyoga.com or at Eventbrite. Just look for Can Survive, CANCERVIVE. If you would like to donate and can't come to the event, you can donate at hilltopyoga.com, and there are different denominations as far as what you could give. Yeah, so we sit every day, we honor our sutras, we honor what the sits can bring without those subtleties, without those deeper pieces of the sit, and me really being in tune with what I was being told and what was being said. I don't know that I would have found my cancer when I did, and I don't know that I would still be here. So not only do I feel blessed, I feel like I have tremendous purpose to give back as far as my little corner of cancer goes. So, all right, sit, be sweet, Shanti.